Hello and welcome to another quick look. Me, GamerWolfSix, of another furry visual novel. This one, Roads Yet Traveled, which I'm covering most of the words down here. So, let's do the synopsis of this game. Oh, I guess before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, it's available free on the channel. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, you can go to their Patreon, where it's $5 a month. It's kind of weird how it's usually like $5, but I guess, you know, if you're going to make a furry visual novel, you look at what other people are pricing it. But anyways, the synopsis. Like so many times before, you're off to your first day of class. It's not an easy thing. First day jitters, but you manage. This is your life now, a cycle of moving and new beginnings, always in flux. Nothing's staying the same, and today is no different. In a flash, everything is gone. With no clear way home, how will you manage? Will your new companions be able to keep you safe, or will it all be too much? Keep going through, you have nothing else to lose. Also, maybe put the audio down just a smidge. Hyena. This one also has a Doberman, which are my weaknesses. I do like Doberman. Hyena. So let's start. Also reset my face. And find out where this game is. There it is. Do you think you can change the world? It depends on how much, I guess. No matter who you are, you can only do so much. You have so little time to make a difference. That's true. Even finding a road with traveling can be hard. It can look winding, erratic, endless. Sometimes it makes more sense to never even start. They say taking the first step is the hardest part. I can't count how many first steps I've taken. So this is kind of a Dasher-y where it's like, you're on a regular planet, and then boom, space. But maybe these steps wouldn't be so hard if I slept last night. I mean, come on. What kind of pompous-ass professor assigns these kinds of questions before the first day of class? Okay, sorry to go on a tangent, but I remember when I went to college, calculus, I don't know how you do that class without, because like, they'd give you homework every single day, and it was a lot of questions. They also gave you the answers if you purchased them from the library for some reason, but, you know, copying the answers, you know, the answers and all the work from the library took hours, it seems. Though maybe I was just really slow at it or being distracted. But it's like, okay, if copying the answers takes hours, how are you supposed to do calculus by thinking it through and all that stuff? Probably take it like more than a day. Yeah. I barely moved in, and this guy wants 10 pages. Well, I have to make it up to him later. Maybe I'll have time to scrape something together between classes. Even if I even make it to class. Where the fuck am I? Taking a look around, I realize I might have gone the wrong way. I pull out the brochure I got during orientation check. Looking at the well-illustrated but poorly designed map of my new campus, I notice I've passed some verdigris-ridden statue. Verdigris? I wonder if it's supposed to be one of those founders or just some rich graduate who donated enough to be memorialized. Is that a thing? I don't know, probably. I don't want to check, though, as it's surrounded by freshmen right now. If I had to guess from here, I think it's just some graduate. Would you think you're so good for? You think yourself to be a god? Memorialized in bronze? Look upon my works, and despair, ye mighty. I swear, I knew that quote at one point. I can't do this right now. I'm late enough as it is. I pick the least crowded walkway and amble forwards. Flipping further through the pamphlet, I see some fun activities I could attend earlier. There's a game night, a club fair, a mixer of some kind. What is a mixer? I can't wait to not go to any of those. Damn it. No. I should go, I guess. I was fucking miserable at last college, and it was probably for this reason. I really need to try this time. I'll see what I can do, and if I end up crawling back to my room. Well, sigh. Solitude sometimes is the best society. That's later though. I've got to stop being distracted. I have a class to be late to. Looking at one of the buildings, I see some signs and start to follow them. I swear, any place this poorly laid out must really want its students to be late. And who puts the dorms and the cafeteria on opposite sides of the campus? Okay, that is a dick move. Not that I even had time for breakfast. But still, sigh. Oh yeah, I was like, what I did for breakfast when I was in college? I had cold bowls of cereal. What am I even doing here? What are you even doing here? This is, what, the third? No. Fourth time I managed to get into some random college. I feel less and less confident I'll stick around long enough to graduate. Boy, this must not be in America, because this guy would be in massive debt. Unless he's, you know, upper class or upper middle class. Hell, at this point, I'm worried I won't last a semester after getting another job. And with my less than stellar work ethic. And how is half-baked literature degree going to do me any good anyways? Then why'd you picked it? I knew I should have tried harder and, applied myself and... never mind. Now I sound like Dad. I wonder if I should have texted them. I forgot with how everything went these past few days. They dropped me off, and I kinda just... well, I'm sure they're home now. I'll just call them later. Still, sometimes I wonder if I should just stop and... oof. I'm in my senseless pondering and blind meandering, and I accidentally bumped into a building that looked shockingly close to the little drawings on my map. I do a double take just to make sure. Oh, well, I guess it did end up finding the right building. Did you walk into a building? Sure sticks out of the way more now than I've actually seen it. Ah, it's the barely disguised fetish building. The building in question is the newest on campus, and despite it looking ancient, it's apparently some huge new science department. Sorry, I'm going on another diatribe. I have to look it up. Okay, what is it? Writers barely disguised. Oh, it's a police station. Okay, never mind. Boop. Let's reset our face, anyways. I heard it's been a big draw for the school, mainly for the labs or something, and the interior is supposed to be in stark contrast to the exterior. Something about finding inner meanings in all things, or whatever. I'm, of course, just here for one of the lecture halls. I guess even the lowly English majors are allowed in, if you stay in line. I wouldn't complain though. The rest of the campus is a bit more run down than I'm used to anyways. I saw some buildings during orientation that didn't even have air conditioning. Ew. Though maybe this is some place up north, because if this was the south, no thank you. I'm dreading having class in those. Okay, that's enough staring at the building. I should actually get inside before I'm too late. Although, I find myself unable to move. I end up just standing off to the side, in the shade of some old trees. Am I really doing this? Dejected, I inspect my little map, with its embarrassing mascot and colorful logos. Go Bulldogs. Or whatever. I feel out of place, even though I've been through this so many times. First day jitters, I guess. But when you think it would be better, and I feel less nervous. I know. It doesn't, and it feels more pointless. I wish I could just stop. Maybe find something I was good at, and stick with it. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? I've been dragging this mage around like a ball and chain for so long, and it's gotten me nothing. 3 failed attempts later, and yet, what else do I have to crawl back to? My retail job? An empty bedroom in my hometown? Everyone I know has already moved away, except me. But I don't have a better answer, nor do I have the drive or the capital to do anything else but keep whatever this is up. I guess I best just get on with it. I'm not even going to last day at this rate. Gah, being a junior at 25 is so embarrassing. At this rate, I won't graduate till I'm 30. I mean, I wasn't a junior when I was 25. Like, it took me 5 years to go through my first college, but I went back to college in what, late 20s, early 30s? To get my master's. It's a thing. I huff and puff, but once my little tirade is over, I move along. I finally find the front doors and head up the small staircase inside. Seems quiet. Maybe I missed the class rush? I ponder, hopefully, as I reach the hallway doors. Turns out, I was not so lucky. I open them to see a mess of people headed in every which way. Too many people, in fact. Oh man, I didn't know this place even had this many students. Where were all of you at orientation? I try to head inside, but almost get knocked over by someone barging through. So let's see, are they furry or people or humans? Oof, hey! Look back, but they're already gone. Jackass. The last class must have just gotten out. This sucks. I've never been good with crowds, even though I've been told I blend into them quite well. Not really sure that was a compliment in retrospect. Oh well. Getting a bit further in the building, I realized this may be a bit more than I anticipated. Maybe I should try finding an empty hallway, or just somewhere I can be alone for a second. As scouring the halls, I can feel my skin writhe, as eyes are unintentionally drawn to me. And I know I'm not being stared at, but it feels like I'm being stared at. I see it. A perfect place to be off to the side, and just take a breather. I managed to slip through the crowd and duck behind some awkwardly placed lockers at the end of one of the halls. Phew, salvation, in the form of a really weird nook. Okay, maybe this place is human because it would be kind of weird if he had, you know, a bulldog as your mascot in a furry world. Though I guess they do have, what? The Celtics or Celtics, and then the odd, badly named Washington Redskins, and stuff like that. I wonder what other sports team have their mascot as people. Yeah, not the weirdest place. I've had a panic attack. At least I can be alone for a second. I'm definitely starting to feel a bit jittery. 3. Animation. I feel like I'm being trapped. Watched. 2. Did it suddenly get colder in here? Surely I'm just... What's this kissing? Are you sure, sir? Okay, high face. Intimidating. Initiating sequence. Huh. This is interesting. Though I wonder if that's going to be something you see periodically throughout the game, or if it's going to be something that's... let's look at the thing. Yeah, it's okay. I might put it down just a smidge more. Or if it's something that's going to be like the smoke room where you have it for one time. Apparently that one song that I really liked is... I guess they have it in all routes. It just wasn't in Williams. Did the hallway change when I wasn't looking? I guess I must have been so distracted trying to get away from that crowd. I didn't notice. I walked into the labs. Great. Now I'm just lost again. Damn. I really should have had breakfast. I feel super lightheaded. Hopefully, I have time after class to get something. Surely, there's a cafe or something nearby. I start heading down the hallway, my little map still in hand. It's slightly weathered from me grasping it so hard. The poor little mascot drawing is all crumpled now. I probably shouldn't destroy this thing. Might be the only way I can get back to my dorm. I slip it into my pocket as I come into a corner. It's really quiet all of a sudden. I guess everyone's in class today. Everyone except me. I'm late for my first class. Can't say it's the first time either. I really need to get better at managing my time. Not a great way to make first impressions and all. Trying to get my bearings, I check the nearest door. I'm known looking for room 240L. And I know that this looks like gibberish. Well, it's QV, of course. I'm no expert, but I don't even think this is a language. This is the science department. Maybe they have fun names for classrooms, or something, and use symbols instead. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Like, you need to go to the sulfur room, and it would be the thing for sulfur, though that would confuse a hell of a lot of people. Hey, it's kind of cool, actually. Shame I never got into science major. It's literature or bust for me. Haha. Oh man, it's bust, isn't it? I just stand lifelessly for a few seconds before shaking it off and reaching for the door handle, only to realize there isn't one. Oh wow, they really did go all out, huh? Oh, I know. I pull out my student ID card and try touching to the pad a few times. Nothing happens. I eye the card reader to see if there's any way to swipe or insert my ID. Giving it a few inquisitory pokes in the process. Nothing. Oh, well, no harm in knocking, I guess. I raise my hand before it even reaches. The door slides open. I'm in a bit of a shock, but also damn, that was cool. I hope the literature department is half as good as this. I peek inside and see some students standing around the table. All in a huge white lab coats, looking very proper and clean. I don't think they heard the door open. Must be really busy doing sciencey stuff. I gather the courage I need to speak up. Hi there, guys. I'm a bit lost. Mind tell me where room 240L is? First day and all. Their ears perk up. Wait. What? Ears? Oh fuck. I went into the furry room. Or maybe this is the mascot department. As they turn to me, they are much larger than I thought they'd be. Also, they look like dogs. Does the school have a drama club? They must have this room for, costumes. Or something. Yeah. Just really nice costumes. With realistic fur. And moving eyes. Okay, so I guess the main character is a human. They're staring at me. I snap out of it. I don't like this anymore. I don't want to be iffed. I think I'm gonna go anywhere but here. Bye. I duck around the door and start power walking the opposite direction. I hear what can only be described as barking behind me. My sneakers are thundering on the hard metal floor. Am I running? When did I start running? I'm not stopping now. The hallways all look the same. Do they always look the same? No, I'm sure they didn't. Where are the windows? Where are the bad motivational posters? I don't think I'm in the labs anymore. Whirling around the nearest corner, I bump into someone. Okay, so question. Human cocks or dog cocks? Or rather something. I think I knocked them over. I gather myself for a moment before looking down at them. If the phrase, deer in the headlights, ever meant anything to me, this is it. I think time has stopped. I might have skipped breakfast, and I might be a bit lightheaded, but I'm not delusional. That is a dog in a lab coat. Our eyes meet, and I realize they're staring at me. Returning my stunned expression, while his eyes are closed. This can't be real. My heartbeat reminds me time stops for no one, and I dash off in the other direction. From behind me, I hear a shaken what? It's enough to almost stop in my tracks. Did that thing just talk to me? Did I understand it? No. Just keep running. The adrenaline in my veins is allowing me to sprint far more than I usually do. Morning jobs be damned. I'm running for my life. Maybe. As if things can get worse, red lights paint every inch of the hallways and alarms blare overhead. I have a shrinking feeling those are for me. If it wasn't panicked earlier, I am now. I really don't think this is labs anymore. Hell, I don't even know where I am. I turn a corner and see some more of those things looking around. I try to sneak a peek at them. They seem to be talking, but I can't hear them over the alarm. They have forgotten the lab coats and are wearing sleek outfits with uniform jackets. If the jacket wasn't enough to clue me into whatever their jobs might be, the weapons they're carrying sure do. Okay, it's just kind of funny now that I think of it, because I was like, okay, you put up your hands to be like, hey, I'm not holding anything, but also it is kind of funny that's like, if you were threatened in the animal world, that's what you do to make yourself look big. One's brandishing a worrying-looking baton, while the others have guns of some kind. My heart rate spikes. This can't be it. I can't be here. This can't be real. While I was panicking, I noticed one of the walls has a panel removed. Maybe for maintenance or something. It doesn't matter. And I don't care. I decide to make a dash for it. I hear some barking behind me. I think they heard me, or saw me. It doesn't matter. There's enough room to where I can crawl through. Anything is better than this. I hear footsteps padding behind me. They definitely saw me. I try to quickly duck into the opening, but a clawed hand, paw, reaches in and grabs me. Come here. I'm grabbed furiously before nicking my left arm with its claws. I wince. I think it got me. I think I scream. But in the haze, I can't tell. In its fury, it grabs one of my backpack straps, yanking me back a bit. The grip is far too strong for me to break from. I managed to wiggle out of its straps and get into the small tunnel before they can recover. I really hope they can't follow me in here. I don't dare turn back to check. I dodge under narrow pipes and around a corner into a barely lit, catastrophic hallway. Not catastrophic, claustrophobic. Hallway gives it too much credit. It's only an intentional crack in the wall, but it's enough. I shimmy forwards, hoping with every step I can find a way back from this madness, out of the rabbit hole, or whatever. It's a tight squeeze to get through, and the mess of pipes and cables parading as a hallway. I wince as I breach the other side, reaching to my arm to only find my shirt snagged on a pipe with a torn left sleeve. There's also some weird red oil on it, and on the pipes I passed. Oh no. I'm just being daft. I must have caught myself on the pipes. The guards definitely didn't have claws. And they definitely aren't giant dogs. Yeah, no. This is just fatigue. I'm just imagining it. I must have wandered into some of the underground developments part of the new building and gotten chased off by the guards. And now I'm in the walls, bleeding, trapped like a rat. Well, I'm not going back, that's for sure. While this moment's respite does allow me to clear my head, it also clears some of the adrenaline from the system, and the pain comes back. Ow, damn it. I clasp my hands to my arm where the cuts are and press tight. I think you're supposed to do something like that. Close enough for now. As I do, I hear something akin to grumbling behind me. My eyes shoot open, realizing I hadn't checked my surroundings before my little pause wrap my head around to examine the rest of the hallway. After my eyes adjust to the darkness, I see something. Someone. Sitting on some metal jutting out from the wall. It's hard to make out, and I decide to get closer. I shouldn't have. He's a sleepy boy. He's one of the main characters, at least. It does not no good for my psyche to see that it is, in fact, a dog in human clothes. Despite my panic, I take a second to look him over, trying to convince myself they're fake. That is just a suit. Anything. In my inspection, my eyes are quickly drawn to one of their arms. Either I'm seeing things, which feels possible at this point, or it's entirely made of metal. Watching their chests move up and down calmly and rhythmically as they sleep does nothing to assuage my pounding heart. A cool blue light emanates from their mysterious arm, my broken and terrified demeanor contrasting their calm and resting state. I hear more footsteps outside. I must be close to an exit of some kind. Maybe another one of those wall panels. I bet I can slip out, though I don't see an exit anywhere. Alright, you do one of those reading yawns. I see next to this canine, there's a bag of tools. Some that look immediately identifiable, and some more. Let's say alien in nature? Well, I've never been into construction or engineering or whatever. They're probably just normal tools, right? I reach for the most analogous thing to a wrench and try to silently sneak it out of the bag. Spread out. It couldn't have gone far. My nerves of steel give out the second I hear that from behind me, and I panic, knocking over the whole damn bag before scrambling to pick up whatever I reached for. I finally managed to get it out of the jumbled mess of unknown tools, but it's too late. Looking up from my fumbling, I'm met by a confused and wide-eyed stare from the creature that was resting not moments ago. A few slow bits of exchange Blinks are exchanged by both parties before it mutters, Am I still sleeping? While I heard these things speak before, actually seeing it up close makes you jump back. Wrench, raised in a panic attempt to look intimidating. While still dazed, the canine in front of me realizes this and jolts back. A bit fast, and dings their head on the pipe. Ow! They yipe in less than intimidating manner. What is intimidating, though, is out of the reflex or initiation, they decide to stand up, intention. Dwarf me by over a foot, ears not included. In the process, they immediately get closer to me than I'd like. Back up! I shout and aimlessly swing the wrench at them like some cornered beast. If they weren't awake already, they are now. Hey! Whoa! Be careful! What are you? Stay back. I'm warning you. Their eyes display no understanding. What are you saying? What do you mean, what am I saying? How am I the crazy one here? I take a few steps back. I'm cornered, whether I know it or not. They take a step forward. Can't you hear me? I said stay back. With one last panic swing, I'm thrown off balance and slip backward towards the wall. The canine's eyes open wide, not in fear, but in panic. No, wait, those panels aren't done being installed. Their words don't stop my descent as I slam into the thin wall, taking it down with me. Ugh. My head is spinning. The blaring lights and alarms are not helping at all. I must have knocked out whatever panel they were working on. It takes me a second to come to my senses. I drop the damn wrench and manage to stand up. I feel like shit. I look up and notice the dog standing in an opening, looking at me almost worried. I don't take time to dwell on it, as I turn to look both ways down the hallway. One end seems to have a few dogs in lab coats frantically looking this way and yelling. The other way seems clear enough, though. I decide to make a break for it. I'm definitely not running as fast as I was, but running at all is a miracle right now. Then someone turns the corner. One of those security-looking dogs. They look unarmed, but through the haze in my eyes and the red lights, I swear I see their face illuminate in a sickly blue. What does the sickly blue look like? It looks cyber blue. There you are. Oh no. I think he's one of the main characters as well. I try pivoting in the other direction. Maybe I'll be better off passing those other dogs. I use all my energy left in my exhausted body to try and cover any ground at all. I hear my footsteps. I hear my heartbeat. Then I hear something that makes my heart skip a beat. Their footsteps. They're close already. I can't get away. I see the two I dropped earlier, and manage to snatch them before they're upon me. Maybe I can defend myself or something. I turn, and my heart stops. Bending towards me, and just a few feet away, is another Doberman. Far more intimidating than last, but that's the same guy. I don't even have time to breathe. I just flinch before I'm knocked to the floor. Oh, wait, no, Gazap. What? I open my eyes and look around, my head in a total daze. I'm in class? Oh, thank goodness. I must have just made it to class and passed out. Those crowds really get to me sometimes. I breathe a sigh of relief. I go to scratch my arm and wince. Ow! What? Pulling my hand away, I see there's blood on it. Oh no. Maybe I still got a cut and all that? I did almost get knocked over before coming to class. Surely, there's no reason for all... I realize I've been sitting alone this whole time. And this isn't the lecture hall. It isn't even my school. No, Please. Panic doesn't have time to sit in. They spot me in a heartbeat. What's happening? Piercing blue eyes shoot through my very being. This is it. This is how I die. He lunges. I scream. I scream. Started awake from my horrible dream. To be confronted with a horrible reality. A horrible reality with a blanket covering me? This is definitely not my dorm. Hello? Where am I? Taking a quick look around the room, it seems to have some general furnishings, like a desk and a chair. The bench coming out of one of those walls, and a little nook that appears to be a bathroom. This might actually be nicer than my dorm. Wait, I can't be having thoughts like that now. Shaking myself awake, I sit up only to realize just how damn sore I am. It's hard to even shimmy to the side of the bed. And to add to it all, I'm shirtless all of a sudden. Give myself a quick once-over. I find my pants are still on, though my pockets have been emptied. In lieu of a shirt, I have some bandages on my arm and head. I managed to stop myself from touching them like an idiot. I mean, gotta do that. Better just leave them how they are now. And not that I wear shoes to bed, but I realize those have gone missing as well. An uneasy panic sets in. Where in the world am I? Hello? Repeat louder. I managed to swing my legs over the edge of the bed. The cold floor caused me to shiver. After managing to stand up finally, I bet with some wobbling around and catching myself, I realized this room is missing something. Something crucial, in fact. There's no damn door. I'd have to assume it's that area that has that red square on the ground. Walking along the edge of the room, scouring it for any kind of crack or seam or anything, I realize there's just nothing. I bang my fist against the wall. Hello? Still no response. Discouraged, I sit on the edge of my bed and just try to put my thoughts together. None of this makes sense. How did I get here? Where even is here? Why is there a giant dog? Why are there giant dog folk just out there and about? I'm really hoping the giant dog part was just a hallucination or something. Unfortunately, I'm having a hard time convincing myself of that. I have to calm down, even just a bit, just focusing on my breathing. I think some therapists recommended that. It's been so long since I've been to one. It feels like hours pass. Though it's probably been far less. I find myself jumping at every little inexplicable sound. There's just something behind these walls, or there must be something behind these walls. I can feel it. That feeling of being watched. But I don't see any cameras. I remember seeing the sink in the corner, and decided to splash some water on my face. Maybe get a bit of a drink while I'm here or there. I've done nothing but sit and try not to completely break down. I need some water. The sink feels fine. It runs cold enough. Speaking of, this whole place is a bit on the colder side. Maybe it's just because I've been relieved of my shirt, but still. Kept in my hands, I'm able to get a decent drink. It doesn't taste like anything, which means it's water. I mean, water has taste. Probably. Looking at my hands after, I see some nicks and bruises, and a bit of blood still stuck under my fingernails. I've been better. Fortunately, before my train of thought can get darker, I hear some muffled sounds coming from another wall. It sounds like talking. I try to figure out where it's coming from before setting my eyes on the wall opposite my bed. Creeping over, I manage to hear that it's definitely talking, but I can't make it all out. What do you... hurt them? You... well, some... sir? What? I stop for a few seconds. Sounds like there are two, maybe three of them out there. I put my ear up to the wall to listen. What is it doing? Can they see me? I look around for cameras, but nothing in the room or on the walls sticks out as one to me. There's a sound of a mechanical door opening outside, and I can hear a new voice enter the room. Sorry I'm late, sir. I've never had to come down here before. I thought you knew the entire station. Never mind that. Muruk, can you let us in now? Station? Am I on a military base or something? Guess that could explain the lab coats and armed guards. I hear some clicking from the other side of the wall, as well as some muffled gurgling, before suddenly... The wall isn't a wall at all, but a window. I scramble back, tripping over myself in the process, and land right on my backside. Looking up, I met with 3 dogs staring back at me with varying expressions. Hey, it's Coop, but tall. Is Cooper? Like from Shelter. In the middle, and directly ahead of me, there's a shorter and older dog, wearing a smart-looking lab coat and tight combo. The expression is one of pure awe, as if they just discovered something amazing. And that maybe they have. To his right is a massive St. Bernard-looking dog, dressed in what I can only assume are some form of Dr. Scrubs. He casually towers over the rest of them. Casually? Right-click. Right, this isn't Echo. How do you casually tower over people? I'd be intimidated by his sheer size if he didn't have the most disarming grin on his face. We lock eyes for a moment, and his smile only gets larger. The last dog in the room gives me no such favors. As I turn to face him, I realize who it is. My eyes narrow, and my heart rate picks up. So I guess we'll use this as a thumbnail or something. Click. And always gotta do 2 pictures just in case it's so fuzzy. Him. Also, he doesn't seem to have that thing there. Maybe it's a natural looking guy that just glows? I don't know. I scramble back to my bed and shield myself with a pillow. He just rolls his eyes and scoffs. Bah, look at that. You and your team have terrified the poor thing. We'll be lucky if he can manage any kind of communication with it now. Yeah, that's great. Just doing my job. Hey, so can I go now, Chief? I gotta make sure there's no more of... He gestures at me. These things around. Finally, having the chance to listen to the canine's voice, there's an interesting sound to it. Has an interesting sound. It's not all just barks, I guess. It's gruff, but not intimidating. Right now, at least. He sounds like he's been trained how to speak properly. Like in the military or something. Maybe not how to act properly, though. No, knowing now I'm not crazy, and these things do indeed talk, I turn to the other 2 and see who the chief is. Now, Muruk, your team is scaring the whole station, and I'm sure they will do an excellent job terrifying anything else they find. So, just stay a while and make sure we don't have any issues here, would you? The chief's voice definitely clues me in to his age. If the gray in his fur wasn't an indicator enough already. Rook just grumbles and sits on the bench on the other side of the window. While I'm glad our medical team clothed the thing, I do think it would be more advantageous to actually see what it looks like in its natural state. What are you talking about, sir? I think the team just bandaged up or something. They didn't put those pants on it. Wait, you're implying you found it clothed, running around the ship? Yes. There wasn't some naked creature running around the vents, scaring our crew. Didn't you read my report? Muruk, you of all people should know how important yesterday was for me and... As I watch the 2 bicker at each other, my eyes are drawn to the massive, unmoving saint in the corner of the room. He hasn't made a move since I saw him, still just staring and smiling. It's a bit more unsettling now that it's been going on for so long. Finally, he speaks up. Shouldn't we speak up too, just saying? Chief, I surmise Security Chief Saris. I can summarize the guy's report for you. Still not breaking eye contact. An alarm went off in the advanced research sector after multiple reports of an unknown being roaming the halls. After finding the creature in the vents, it was subdued by Murok himself. The creature sustained what we believe is minor wounds and was detained. It showed an aptitude for tool usage, evasion of capture, and logical thinking. Also, it's watching us. He punctuates his speech with a warm smile and points to me as the other two look on. I can't help but look back at them. They seem shocked that I am at least following their flow of the conversation. Oh, my. You seem to be right. Chief pats the mountain of a saint on the back and walks close to the glass. I wonder if this was the result of my... No. Sounds like I missed something before my arrival. It's entirely possible, sir, but there's no way to tell right now. Not until we run over the data fully. And even then, who knows what it will tell us. Yes, of course. Well, let's not worry about that right now. Murok, in your report, did you say you could speak? No? Well, it did more screaming than speaking. But, well, what? Sir, what Murok is trying to say is that head of maintenance, Dr. Tyran, cooperated? I'm not sure. Cooperated. That it does indeed seem to speak some sort of language, though we do not know what. Guess Dr. Tyran was the dog I encountered in the walls yesterday. Ah, yes. I did see him being questioned yesterday. Interesting mechanic, that one, but hard to find sometimes. We'll bring him down here. Maybe he can help us. I don't know if that will be necessary, sir. I mean, he only saw the thing for a moment. No need to bother him, right? Nonsense. I'm sure he'll be of great help. Schedule him to come by sometime, will you? No one moves, and the saint just nods his head and turns back to me. Maybe there are more dogs off to the side taking notes? Ooch. But that's later. Let's enjoy this moment. I mean to look at what we have here. Just fascinating. I'd love to hear it communicate. I truly can't believe we might be making first contact here. First contact? Oh no. Am I the first other sentient being the species met? Oh, I'm not making good first impression. Well, I guess they aren't really either. Putting me in the cell and all. Either way, I decide it's probably high time to come out from under my pillow and say something. Hello? All of their eyes widen, even Maruk's, as they stare at me. Let's see how we attempt. Okay, we're good. I try to stand and brave, strong looking, crawling out from behind the pillow. But being even shorter than even the chief, I don't think it's working. They turn to one another and look a bit confused. Can you understand me? I ask with a small wave. Still nothing but beguiled looks. I don't remember taking lessons in barking and growling, so why the hell can I understand them? I guess I should just count my blessings. That I can for now worry about why later. They do seem a bit disappointed, although I'm not sure what they expected. Any ideas, sir? What? Oh, just thinking. Give me a minute. It just spoke up now. Yes? Yes, sir. Didn't you hear it? Yes, I did. But that's not what I meant. I mean, it spoke up only after I said how much I'd love to hear it speak, no? Maybe it was just a coincidence, but we should try some simple questions, and... He cuts off by beeping noise, raising his wrist, It's revealed he's wearing a bracelet of some kind. It seems very innocuous until a small screen appears in front of it. It'd be up there for being one of the coolest things I've ever seen, if I wasn't scared for my life right now. Oh my, some numbers are coming through from the, well, you know. I know how monumental this is, gesturing at me, but this is my life's work. I must go, you understand. Of course, sir. Maruk, I can handle this. Wait, what do you mean, Maruk, and... Thank you, expect a full report when you're done. Of course, sir. The big saint says with a smile and nod as the chief leaves, affording me one last look. Fascinating, isn't it? I can't see the door as he leaves, but I can hear it. There's a moment of silence between the three of us, as if the life as the room has just left. Fortunately for all of us. Sorry, it's reading yawns. The one named Maruk ends the discomfort. He's not going to read that report, you know. Oh, he reads my reports, just not yours. Punctuated with a wink. Whatever. Guess these two are acquainted? I still have no idea who they are, really, besides some honorifics and their names. Well, one of the names anyhow. A large saint approaches the wall. Well, one of us has to get some work done around here. Mind letting me in? Aren't you worried about getting contaminated? I spent like 4 marks getting tested by the emergency team. Spent like 4 marks? I guess, like monies? The saint just turns to him and raises an eyebrow. What are you? Oh. Damn it, right. I forgot sometimes. That's the point, you know? Yeah, well, it works. Anyway, you know where to stand. Try not to let him out, heh. While the saint waits, Maruk pulls up a screen on his bracelet, and part of the wall opens up. It just slid away. Once the wonder of the sign wall fades, I realize I'm bound to make close contact with another one of these massive canines. My muscles tense up, and I go into fight or flight mode. The expression on the saint changes, if only very slightly. There's no way he knows that, right? I barely flinched, but still, I guess I gotta be careful. He steps inside the door, and the door closes behind him. Then proceeds to sit down on one of the nearby bench and messes around with his bag. I decide to keep my distance and sit in my bed and watch, only slightly hiding behind my pillow this time. He's very calm for someone who is sitting in a room with an alien. Wait, I guess I'm also sitting in a room with an alien, although I'm decidedly less calm. Still calmer than when I woke up, though. I guess it can't be helped. This new dog might be huge, but he's very disarming. A gentle giant, I hope. While he's pulling out some, by the looks of it, medical equipment and other unknown tools, Maruk decides to get up from his bench and saunters over the wall. You know, Doc, this thing is pretty wily. I'd be careful if I were you. Oh, I'm in so much danger. I need the big and strong security chief to come and save me. I wouldn't mind the security chief saving me. Yeah, but I'm serious. The thing took up a wrench and tried to hit me. I know. I read your report, Dr. Terrence too. Fascinating, isn't it? Yeah, or annoying. I'm already under pressure as is. This really isn't helping. You're fine, Maruk. You've been through worse than this. Yeah, whatever. Why the hell are you in there anyways? I doubt it's gonna sit all nicely for you. Why not just knock it out and run all your tests then? Knock it out? I'd rather not be knocked out again. Or at all, please. Maruk, you can't be serious. I'm already mad enough at the emergency team for suggesting the use of anesthetics on them. Let's not make it any worse, alright? Fine. Just watch out, okay? I'll be right here if you need me. The Saint just grunts acknowledgement. He takes this time, double-checking every little tool he pulled out of his bag before turning to me. Our eyes meet and he smiles. He then proceeds to pat the seat next to him. He can't be serious. Maruk picks up on this too. Doc, he ain't a normal patient. I don't think he's just gonna come to you. Well, I can't go to them without scaring them. But I need these tests done. We didn't get great readings while they were asleep. It might not understand us, but it clearly sentient, just scared. Though they will come to me, just give them time. Rook doesn't look convinced. I'm not sure I'm convinced either. After being chased down corridors and slashed by claws, it's a bit hard for me to just approach one of these things. But now they see I'm sentient. Surely that won't happen again, right? Yeah, this sucks. My mind is racing every which way. After about a minute of panicking, and a second guessing myself, I stand up and slowly head over to the bench. Against my better judgment, I nip both the dogs on the way, making sure they don't pounce on me like last time. Merrick seems surprised I moved at all, but Doc just has the same smiling exterior. I really hope I didn't make a mistake here. Not that I have much of a choice in this situation. It's either, what, go over to him or make a pillow fort and hide forever? Tempting, but I don't think I have enough pillows. I sit down a few feet away from him, almost falling off the edge of the bench, and slowly turn my gaze towards him. He's even bigger up close. He must be almost 8 feet tall. How is this going to work? Getting a physical from another species that doesn't even stand me or what I am. Nook slowly offers his hand. Paw? For me, resting palm side up. My gaze rapidly shifts between his massive paw and his face. Is he offering it to me, or does he want my hand in return? Yeah, poor thing's terrified. The chief was right. It'll be a miracle if I can get its trust. Hey, don't blame me. I was just doing my job. Don't reminds me. After taking a few deep breaths to steal my nerves, I decided to just get this over with. I've always hated waiting for the doctors anyways. At the doctors. I slowly reach up and put my hand inside his paw. But unfortunately for me, he was still busy bickering with Marsbrook, and I end up surprising him as he jumps back a bit, causing me to flinch backwards as well. I immediately pull my arms into a defensive position. Oh no, I'm sorry. A crack appears on his ever-pleasant smile, and he seems genuinely worried, putting his paw back out slowly, much slower this time. Oh, no. Please don't tell me I've ruined my one chance. My palms are sweaty, almost spaghetti, as I need my balled fists. Staring down his massive paw, I believe they were just, in fact, here to help me, is substantially harder than like. After convincing myself I'm not crazy, and this is somehow the best course of action, I also slowly return my hand to his paw. I can't help but gently squeeze one of his fingers. It's warm and unbelievably soft. They're really just like big dogs. If there was any doubt left in my mind about these things, it's gone now. They are real. He lets out a sigh of relief, as if I've been holding it back since we walked here. See, Merc? Maybe you should try being nice sometimes, before tackling everything you see. Hey, first off, I'm great at tackling things. Top of my class. And next time I find an intruder in the station, I'll remember to be nice first. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. Did he just make a joke? I can't help but scoff. I'm surprised he has a sense of humor. I guess I don't really know this guy very well. Besides, his tackling prowess, which I can unfortunately attest to. Noticing that Doug has an inquisitive look on his face, I realize I respond to another comment I had no right understanding. Did he really pick up on that, though? He does seem smart, but still, that's a stretch. My eyes meet up a bit before reaching over to his other arm and pulling out some bracelet-looking thing. Oh, probably check my blood pressure? Wait, what good is that gonna do? He has no idea what my blood pressure is supposed to be. Maybe to get a baseline? I hope he doesn't expect me to tell him what a normal blood pressure should be. He puts his paw back and pantomimes putting the device on his wrist. Seems eerily similar to how it'd go back in a normal checkup, but don't complain. I'm gonna put this on you to make sure you're healthy, alright? It'll squeeze, okay? Doc, what are you doing? Even if you can't understand us, it's important to explain the procedure. I can only act out so well. Also, I'm recording this for posterity. Anyways, its heart rate seems to have gone down, so that's good. Probably. Who knew xenobiology would be this hard? Well, maybe it'll be calm enough to get some blood samples. Wait, my heart rate? How the hell can he tell that? He hasn't even put his wrist strap on yet. Is that just a canine thing? I know there are dogs that can do something like that. It's impressive, but a bit creepy. And wait, did he say blood samples? Alright, anyways, I'm gonna put this on your wrist. You'll feel a bit of a squeeze, okay? He says, repeating himself, as if talking to a child, as well as acting out again. I suppose that's the only things he can do to communicate, so it's just non-response. His eyes open wide, and he hikes up an eyebrow. Can you really not understand me? I ask, laying out my arm for him. No, for recording, that was the patient. At time of recording, I assume that's an affirmative of some kind, as it allowed me to take his blood pressure. Yeah, I'll take it as a no. I wonder if I'm better off with charades. I hate how that might actually be a good idea. Maybe later. I just want to get this impromptu appointment over with. After a short procedure, the waistband comes off. The patient calmly allowed me to take their blood pressure. We'll assume this will be a baseline for future tests, if slightly elevated perhaps. This would be a really bad way to find out I have high blood pressure. Also, I suppose, with no other humans around, I wouldn't be able to tell anyways. I try to laugh it off. While I'm in my own head, Doc pulls out his stethoscope that looks eerily similar to the one you could find on Earth, and turns back to me. I will now attempt to listen and record the patient's heartbeat as best I can, if I can locate the heart. Assuming the patient has one. For note, the patient only seems to have fur on its head, removing the need to move it out of the way. It edges slightly close to me and slowly reaches his empty paw out. I promise I won't hurt you. I just want to make sure you are nice and healthy, alright? I almost laughed at his attempt to calm him down. It's sweet, but ultimately unnecessary. Although I am feeling a bit calmer, oddly enough. I mean, I'm still trapped, but at least they sent this guy in to treat me instead of Maruk. That'd be much more physical. Much more physical? At this rate, my heart rate might actually be decent for him. After shuffling forward again, he makes eye contact with me, as if asking me not to jump back or lash out. I stay calm and let him continue what he has to do. No need to prolong it. Here's the thing, you could just point on your chest where the heart is, and he might be like, this thing might be able to understand us. It does come to mind, however, that while I have made physical contact with the canines before, well, One has made contact with me at ramming speed. I have not really had a chance to fully study them up close. I'm grateful to find out they aren't all intimidating. Or maybe it's just Doc. He's massive, but so gentle. I can feel how warm he is, his breath on my arm, his fur brushing up against my chest. It's certainly disarming, if nothing else. After leaning in and putting the cold stethoscope on my chest, he mumbles to himself, attempting to ascertain the location of the patient's heart and take a reading. He fumbles around a bit, trying to find it, poking and prodding, but never quite getting it right. Okay, that's weird. Because, I don't know. You'd think that if, we kind of look similar, yes? Not so much of the dog features, but the bipedal features and stuff like that. You'd think it'd be around the upper chest area. Like, where's he gonna put it? Like, my belly? It'd be embarrassing for him if he wasn't so alien. As I had said, to reach up and guide him with a free hand, grabbing the back of his mighty paw and gently delivering it to my heart. Oh, thank you. It only takes 2 beats of my heart for him to realize what just happened. He jumps backwards, falling off the bench. I flinch, worried something has happened. Murk jumps up and rushes to the wall. What the hell, Doc? You okay? I'm coming in. No, I'm fine. Well, what the hell is all with all the theatrics then? I just realized that what the chief was implying. Oh dear. Well, this is... What are you on about? Murk. It's following our conversations. Its movements and gestures are not random at all. It understands us. Murk looks confused, as if he's uncertain what he wants to believe. That could be true or not. That's a joke, right, Doc? He doesn't respond. I'm just glad we might actually be making progress here. I was worried I would have to wait weeks to get anything across. I guess I found some damn smart dogs. Murk excluded. Doc slowly gets up while eyeing me warily, as if I might attack at any second, and mustered the courage to ask, You can understand us? Right? I simply nod. Both Doc and Murk take a second to compose themselves. I guess that was quite the bombshell to casually drop. It surprised me too, but so is everything here. Though, so here's the question, where are their hearts, Like, maybe it's like they need a specific spot, but it's like, what, in the center of the chest, slightly to the left? I hope it wasn't a mistake, letting them know I can understand them. Though, with how our earlier conversation was going, it seems Chief might have figured me out already anyways. Maybe I can ask for a shirt soon? And to be let out of jail. Small steps. Doc blinks himself back to reality and sits down next to me. I don't think he knows what to say. Kinda want to keep going. Murk. It should go without saying that anything that happens here is confidential, correct? What? Yeah, of course, Doc. I'm the one who interviewed half the people who saw this thing. We know the captain doesn't want the word out yet. Captain? Like military rank? Or like boat captain? Are we on a ship? Guess these questions will have to wait, but it seems there's some higher powers than just the chief. For posterity, and to make sure that wasn't just coincidence, please nod again if you can understand us. A bit confused, but I guess not as confused as them. Yes, I understand you. Doc turns to Murk, and looks equally as confused. Don't look at me. You're the scientist here. This is well beyond my purview. Well, do something. You know what my skill set includes, and this ain't it. These two are really going at each other, as if they were an odd married couple in some cheesy sitcom. A sitcom I'd watch back home. The hole suddenly forms in my gut. Home. Where the hell am I? Did I even get a chance to say goodbye? Oh man, not now. I really rather not cry in front of these two. Fortunately, the recent walking heart rate monitor seems to have picked up on this. Oh dear, don't worry, we aren't fighting. Rick and I just enjoy getting on each other's tails is all. Oh, this is so confusing. I suppose I should introduce myself then. My name's Marwin. Dr. Marwin Seno. But most people will just call me Maru. Or Doc. Mostly Doc. And that's Maruk Saras, our head of security, if you haven't picked up on that already. This saint really is trying to live up to his namesake. Huh. He thought I was worried about squabbling, and then tried to calm me down. Best talk I've ever had, that's for sure. I take some deep breaths to compose myself. I point to myself. Well, I think with us unable to name ourselves, besides Tucker, that might be a good time to call it because we're 10 minutes over. So, if you want to play this game, like that's going to be the end of this quick look. So if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io, but if you want to support the people that made this game and or get newest version early, wait, free on itch.io, sorry, I think I'm a bit tired. It's on Patreon for $5 a month to get the most up-to-date version. Oh, is this game only just started? Let's look at their thing. It has version 6. I mean, I guess... Oh, version 5. I guess version 6 is Patreon, you know? Okay. Backgrounds. Quite a few of them, though I guess that's true. But, yeah. That's going to be the end of this quick look, so please comment, guys. Like, comment, something you like, dislike, tips, because otherwise, if you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out other videos to help it grow, and please remember to spay near your animals to help control the pet population. And if you want me to play this game, then tell me. I'll give it a point, just put it up higher on the list. And if you have any other suggestions for furry visual novels, then tell me, and I'll add it to the list, which will random number generate it. Sorry! Rate makes me on. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Random number of generator of destiny. Tell me, what are we doing next? Was it 12? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Something that looks French. So let's turn this off. Close it. And turn on Le Tome. Maybe that's what I should do with this thing. I just don't have it on and then I click the button. He's French. And seems a bit loud, so I just turn down the audio. So let's read what this game is about. Maybe not that low. Oh, it's nighttime now in the background. Let's read what this game is. If I can get that auteur. If this is in French, I ain't gonna be able to do much about it. Oh, it is in French. At 32, it's no understatement to say Corey's life is going less than ideal, and I'm 3 years older than him. With both the company he worked for, as well as his recent relationship breaking, we find Corey hurt and looking to regain his sense of normalcy in life. Deciding to spend time with his family may help him center. He flies back to a sleepy cottage town where he grew up in. What he will find when he gets back to his life on turf? Well, anything can happen when the leaves fall. Le automne. Let me just see how to pronounce that, maybe. Wait, I can't copy that? Let's try that. Is a kinetic, linear narrative story taking place over 13 chapters. What is a kinetic narrative? Atome? Oh, it means autumn. Okay. Anyways, until next time, another quick look. Me, GamerWolfSix, some other game. That being this one. So thanks and see ya.